My friend, let me ask you a question. How much is your time worth? Not in money, but in life. Every second you waste, every hour you let slip away, is a piece of your future you will never get back. Think about it. Time is the only thing you cannot earn again. You can lose money and make it back. You can lose opportunities and find new ones. But once time is gone, it's gone forever. Today, I want to share with you a story. A story of a boy who wasted his time, who chose laziness over discipline, comfort over effort, and regret over responsibility. But his story didn't end in failure. Because at the turning point of his life, he learned a powerful lesson, one that can change your life too. So listen carefully.
Maybe.
You will find yourself inside this story. There was once a boy named Arman. Arman was like many young people today, smart, talented, and full of dreams. He wanted to be successful. He wanted to live a big life with respect, money, and happiness. But Arman had one problem. He was lazy. Every morning, instead of waking up early, he would hit the snooze button again and again. His books lay untouched on the desk. His assignments were always late. And whenever someone asked him why, he would say, "I'll do it tomorrow, tomorrow." That was his favorite word. Arman believed that time was unlimited, that he could always start later, that opportunities would wait for him. He told himself, "One day I will work hard. One day I will become successful." But days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. And months turned into years. While his friends studied, worked hard, and built their skills, Arman was busy wasting time. He would spend hours scrolling through his phone, playing games, or lying in bed, dreaming of success, but doing nothing about it. Slowly, his grades began to drop. Teachers stopped expecting much from him. His parents started worrying, and his friends, the ones who used to admire his intelligence, began to move ahead in life while Arman stayed behind. At first, Arman didn't care. He thought, "It doesn't matter. I'll catch up later." But later never came. One day, something happened that shook him. It was the final year of school. The results were announced. His best friend, Samir, who used to struggle in studies, stood first in the class. Samir was not more talented than Arman, but he had worked hard day and night. As everyone clapped for Samir, Arman stood silently in the corner. He felt ashamed, not because his friend succeeded, but because he realized he could have been there too. That night, he sat alone in his room, staring at his books, tears in his eyes. For the first time, he understood what laziness had stolen from him: his dreams, his respect, his future. But the story doesn't end here. The turning point came when Arman met an old man in the park one morning. The man was sitting quietly, reading a book. Armin sat beside him. After a few minutes of silence, the man asked him, "Son, what is the most expensive thing in the world?" Armin thought for a moment and replied, "Gold, diamonds, maybe money." The old man smiled and shook his head. "No, my boy. The most expensive thing in the world is time. Because once it is gone, you can never buy it back." Those words hit Armin like thunder. He went home and looked at himself in the mirror. He saw not just a lazy boy, but someone who had been throwing away the greatest gift God had given him, time. From that day on, Armin made a decision. He would never let laziness control his life again. It wasn't easy. The next morning, when his alarm rang, his body wanted to sleep. But he forced himself to get up. When he wanted to scroll on his phone, he opened his books instead. When his mind said, "Do it tomorrow," he whispered to himself, "No, I will do it now." Day by day, his discipline grew stronger. Slowly, he began to change. His grades improved. His teachers noticed his efforts. His parents started smiling again. And most importantly, Armin began to feel proud of himself. Years later, Armin became a successful man. He was respected in his career. People admired his knowledge and hard work. And when someone asked him the secret of his success, he always said, "I learned to value my time before it was too late." My friend, Armin's story is not just his story, it's ours. How many times have we said, "I'll do it tomorrow"? How many dreams have we delayed because of laziness? The truth is this: your time is your life. Waste your time, and you waste your life. Value your time, and you value your life. God has given each of us the same 24 hours in a day. The difference between the successful and the unsuccessful is not talent, not luck, not intelligence, but how they use their time. So stop waiting for the right moment. Stop telling yourself, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow is not promised. The only time you have is now. Laziness may give you comfort today, but it will give you regret tomorrow. Discipline may feel hard today, but it will give you freedom tomorrow. Choose wisely. Remember this, my friend. Your future is written by how you use your present. Don't let laziness steal your destiny. Stand up. Take action. Don't give up. Your time will come, but only if you use the time you have. Today,